Three close friends from Detroit, namely Rocky, Alex, and Money, decide to break into the residence of a wealthy family. With Alex disabling the security system, they seize the most valuable items they can find before vandalizing the property and making their escape. Rocky resides with her younger sister Diddy and their abusive mother Ginger, who is involved with her boyfriend Trevor. Determined to create a better life for herself and Diddy, Rocky promises to take them both to California. Alex, whose father is a busy police officer frequently absent from home, takes advantage of his father's law enforcement connections to identify potential targets for their robberies. Money receives a tip about a blind man living alone in a house rumored to contain over $300,000 in cash. The man, a war veteran who lost his daughter in a car accident, piques their interest. Rocky sees this as an opportunity to secure their future and convinces Alex, who has a crush on her despite her relationship with Money, to join the plan. The trio surveils the blind man's house, situated in a dilapidated neighborhood where all other houses are condemned. They discover that he is completely blind. While Alex hesitates due to moral reservations about robbing a blind person, Money argues that being blind doesn't absolve someone of wrongdoing. As they approach the house, the blind man's aggressive Rottweiler startles them by jumping on their car door. They manage to incapacitate the dog by drugging it, enabling them to enter the house safely. Rocky enters first through a small bathroom window and disables the security system. Upon her return, she opens the back door, granting access to Money, who heads upstairs and discovers the blind man sleeping in front of the TV. Money uses gas to ensure the man remains oblivious to their presence. They encounter a locked door leading to the basement, assuming it holds the man's stash. Money forcefully attempts to break down the door, prompting the blind man to investigate. Money brandishes a gun, but the blind man disarms him, kills him, and retrieves the fallen body. Rocky conceals herself in a closet while witnessing this gruesome event. Later, when the blind man opens a safe containing his money, Rocky memorizes the code as he leaves. Alex seeks out Rocky after the blind man begins securing all entrances. They decide to escape through the basement and the cellar door leading outside. Rocky first empties the safe and stores the money in her bag. As they head toward the basement, the blind man unexpectedly emerges. They remain silent while he wields Money's gun. Startled by a ringing phone, he fires a shot. Rocky and Alex manage to descend to the basement, where they encounter a woman chained to the wall. Initially hesitant, they recognize the woman as Cindy through a newspaper article she presents. Cindy, who accidentally killed the blind man's daughter but was acquitted, convinces them to free her. Together, they make their way towards the cellar door. Unfortunately, the blind man intercepts them as they open it. He fatally shoots Cindy in the face, leading Rocky and Alex to hide. Grief-stricken, the blind man discovers the tragedy he has caused and mourns over Cindy's lifeless body. Alex seizes the opportunity to take the blind man's keys, and they make their way back upstairs. However, the blind man plunges the basement into darkness by switching off the lights, leaving Rocky and Alex to navigate in pitch-black conditions. As the blind man fires his gun, Rocky narrowly avoids contact with him after hearing Alex's call. The blind man captures Alex, but his gun is empty. Alex manages to trap the blind man by toppling a shelf onto him. Taking advantage of the situation, Rocky and Alex flee upstairs. Using a crowbar, Alex secures the door while Rocky attempts to open it. They realize the dog has awakened and poses a threat. Evading the dog, they trap it in a room. Nevertheless, the blind man confronts Alex, brutally assaulting him and seemingly impaling him with garden shears. Subsequently, he targets Rocky, rendering her unconscious. Rocky regains consciousness to find herself chained in the basement, in the same manner as Cindy. The blind man informs her that he intends to impregnate her to compensate for the loss of his unborn child, conceived with Cindy. However, Alex, who has recovered, intervenes, striking the blind man with a hammer. They release Rocky, handcuff the blind man to a pole, and retaliate by subjecting him to physical abuse. Rocky and Alex make their way back upstairs to escape. Although they manage to open the front door, the blind man has regained mobility and shoots Alex, resulting in his death. Rocky flees while the blind man releases the dog to pursue her. She rushes to Money's car but accidentally drops her bag outside. In an attempt to trap the dog, Rocky opens the trunk and succeeds, enabling her to retrieve the money. However, the blind man reappears, rendering her unconscious once more. The blind man drags Rocky back to his house, intending to fulfill his twisted plan. A ladybug lands on Rocky's hand, renewing her courage and hope. Exploiting an opportunity, Rocky activates the security system, causing an alarm to distract the blind man. She seizes a crowbar and repeatedly strikes him until he falls into the basement, accidentally discharging his gun and injuring himself. Rocky seizes the money and escapes before the police arrive. Rocky, now accompanied by Diddy, is seen at the Detroit airport, ready to embark on their new lives. However, they catch a news report indicating that the blind man survived and killed only 2 burglars who broke into his home. Fearful of the consequences, Rocky leaves the area with Diddy, determined to leave their past behind forever. Remember to like this video, and subscribe to this channel for more movie recaps.